Hello, everyone. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I gotta put my glove back on. 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's snowing. Look how nasty it looks. Oh, look, you can still see the moon. Nobody's out and about yet. I've been waiting for a couple hours for it to get just like light enough. It's not like super cold. There's no wind, but it's just kind of darkish out. I've been up for... I was so stressed out over that whole duck thing that I haven't been feeling good for the last couple days, because basically what happened was somebody in town, I don't want to mention names, but there was two people that were together, and then like a year or so ago they captured that Canadian duck or goose and decided that they were going to keep it. And so they put it in a chicken coop for over a year. Well, then those two people were not together anymore, and I think that guy got a girlfriend. So the one person just kicked the Canadian goose out of the chicken pen or whatever, and was like, oh, it can just be a town goose. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So that goose was going around for several days without water. There's no water here. No, you know, like it was eating bugs and stuff, and I saw that it was eating, but there's no water for... That duck would have had to wait for it to snow like today and then just eat the snow. So we walked it into one of my dog cages. It was that desperate that it was willing to go and get into a dog cage for me. And so I called a bird sanctuary rescue lady, and she came, and we literally opened up my cage. It walked out of my cage. We picked it up, put it in her cage. It was that friendly. I feel so bad for it. It made me sick. Just from that somebody would do that. That's a horrible thing to do to an animal. You know, that animal doesn't have any way of protecting itself or feeding itself because it was already domesticated. It's like, what? You know? So, but I am glad she's gonna watch. The sanctuary lady said that they watch it. Are those tracks? And those are some tracks. Ooh, we get to track again. That's gonna be fun. And anyway, she said that they would have to watch it for a few days. What's going on here? Turn around. What? I mean, it's definitely deer, but I don't know what this whole dancing around in one circle, a whole bunch is. It's crazy. It's one deer doing it because there's only one track's coming in. Anyway. Oh, look at all these tracks. Look at that, walking together. It's so cute. Anyway, She said that she'd have to watch the bird for a couple days to make sure that it's not sick and that there was anything wrong with it. She didn't see anything wrong with it physically, but because birds have bird sicknesses. And then that there's another flock that she can put it with. And it just couldn't stay here in town. We have coyotes and foxes and things like that. And when we finally decided, we let the birds stay outside all day. And then when it got evening time, it just sat in the middle of the 5th Street of the road. So we kept headlights on it for a while because we didn't want anybody to run over it. But then we just walked it into a cage. We were trying not to stress it as least amount of possible. When we realized it needed water, we gave it water. It drank so much water. It was so sad. So, you know, I'm glad. And I have a number to a bird sanctuary. She actually mostly does like eagles, hawks, owls, that kind of stuff. But she was able to take him. That's weird. That's the first time that's ever been open. So weird. I'd never seen that open before. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in and get a hot chocolate. I tried to buy some hot apple cider, but they didn't have any when I went grocery shopping the last time. And I didn't want to have to go into Ray's just for hot apple cider after I'd already been to 4 other stores. Ray's was my last. And so I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing it. Okay, so I'm going to go in. Our gas price is at $4.19, which is still embarrassingly high. Ridiculous, especially for people like us that live way out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, be back in a bit. Hello, I'm back. Ooh, it's snowing. It's starting to come down. Let me pull my hood back up. Ugh. I should have put my hood on before I hit unpause. Because I have a hat on. And it's kind of a bulky snow hat. And then I tried to put my snow coat, my hat, my hood from my snow coat on, and it's, oh man. So remember how I told you guys Serenity takes riding lessons? Her horse passed away. Devastation. Well, we haven't told her yet. We're thinking Saturday, because we don't want her to be upset while she's at school and stuff like that. So we're thinking, I'm going to go this way. We're thinking we're going to tell her Saturday. Because, oh man. And her instructor, of course, is replacing the horse, getting a new horse. It was an old horse. But it had passed away. It was a pony. It had passed away. There's some tiny feet prints. And we just haven't told Serenity yet. She's going to be devastated because it was the first horse she's ever ridden. And it's her horse that she takes her riding lessons on and stuff. So she's going to be completely devastated. Ugh. And then hopefully she gets a new pony soon. And she can go back to her riding lessons. It's just so sad. So that was our other crazy thing this week. And I just like either pulled a muscle in my back or something. So I've just been trying to lay on my massaging thingy to try to get my arm. It's like my left arm. My left side. It's just really super sore. I don't know what I did. It's been like that. And I honestly believe that laying on the massager is actually making it work. Even though it feels better when I'm laying on it, it seems like it's feeling better. But as soon as I get off that massager or the massager turns off, it hurts. And I feel like the massager is like bruising me, like making it worse. So I'm trying to, like, today, I was like, well, I'm just going to have to get up, move around more often, and just, like, try to just fight through it. And try to give myself a couple days. I've been soaking in Epsom salt baths, and that helps a lot. But I only have enough for 2 more baths, soaks, and I can't replace the Epsom salt for 5 more days. So if I use it all, then I'm not going to have any, and I'll have to just suffer. But if I can just try to stretch it out as long as I can, then I have it available for, like, when it's at the worst, is what I'm thinking. Look, it's snowing more today. Or it's snowing more right now. It's not windy, though. And I stayed inside chatting for a little while, hoping that the pink hue would come off. Because on my camera, it looks kind of pinkish. But when I'm out here, it's just, you know, really white. But it's still really super early. I mean, I was dragging my feet. I didn't leave the house until, like, 7:03 or something. Because pretty much nothing opens up here till 7. And the main mercantile store, they're pretty much closing. So the only thing that's going to be here is the gas station store. It's like a gas station, fast break store. That's all we're going to have this winter, is that. But at least gas prices dropped to $4.19. It's still embarrassingly high. But they are slowly going down. It's just that when things like that raises it, it just shows with inflation, it really shows you the lack of care for people on fixed incomes, especially for our elderly. Oh, they'll give you 5% off at a restaurant. Well, how about 20% off at the gas station for gas? Like, I'm sorry, but I think once you hit a certain age bracket or whatever, your AARP or your whatever it is, it should be across the board on gas, hotels, food, shopping. It should be even on their clothes. It should be on absolutely everything. Because they did. The elderly have done a service to our country on our American soil. It's not like the military where they go and they claim that they fight for America, but they're on somebody else's soil. They're not fighting for America. America has not been at war. So that's a joke. And they get a discount. Our elderly should get a discount. I'm just saying, we should show more respect for the people who have got us here. You know? Who went through all those hard times, who, you know, had to be the, basically the test subjects on everything. Alrighty, guys. I made it home. I'm going inside and getting warm. Talk to you later. Bye.